If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. I don't think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, but you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its flavor, it loses its beauty. When things are final, you know, moments won't ever come again.
Listen,
I thought he was going to live forever. I thought he was invincible. I thought he was, you know, he played like that. He walked like that. And he loved basketball.
I thought he had so much more left to do, you know, and he was starting to do it. Never seen him happier.
It's important to do what you have serious interest in doing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you love to do. I love telling stories. I love, you know, inspiring kids or providing them with tools that are gonna help them, right? And the two vehicles, the two ways to do it is through information and inspiration.
We were blessed to have a chance to know him, but also to see him play. And to me, his greatest joy was really after basketball.
I heard a lot of people tell me when I started writing, and they would ask me, what are you going to do when you retire? And I'd say, well, I want to be a writer. I want to be a storyteller. And I got a lot of, yeah, that's cute. That's cute. You'll be depressed when your career is over and you'll come back to playing, you know. And I got that a lot. And so to be here right now and to have like a sense of validation is, dude, this is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Dear Basketball.
But with his first project, the animated short film Dear Basketball,
I fell in love with you.
Kobe did what Kobe does. Stunned the crowd, not with a game winner, but an Oscar winner.
5 seconds on the clock, ball in my hands.
After winning 5 NBA championships, now holding an Oscar, how do you feel?
I feel better than winning a championship, to be honest with you. I swear I do.
If you look back, I had a lot of practice on road trips, sitting on planes, writing. No, that's not good. Let me restructure this. Let me write this story, da. And you know, the structure of playing a game is storytelling. Once upon a time, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
My name is Kobe Bryant. I'm 17 years old. With the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
He worked day and night, every day, for years and years and years and years and years. But what he come to realize is that the goal that he set out initially of becoming the greatest of all time was a very fickle one. And what he realized that the most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you and how it carries forward to the next generation. That's what makes true greatness.
When you take that jersey off for the final time, how do you think you're going to feel?
Very at peace with it, and I'm very thankful, you know, for the 20 years that I've had, and you know, ready to go. I had a great speaking arts teacher who taught how to structure story, how to write story. You know, the world revolves around storytelling, and so it serves an important role in our society at large. I get excited to try to, you know, play my small part in it.
50 years from now, how do you want the world to look at Kobe Bryant?
You know, as a person that was able to create stories that inspired their children and families to bond together, and for their children to dream and have the initiative to wake up every morning and do all they can to help that dream become a reality. You know, that would be really, really cool.
So the basketball side of you will be something for the older set.
If I'm doing everything right, that's what will happen. I don't want them being able to breathe.
It's still a part of Kobe's latest chapter, not as a player, but the coach of his 13-year-old daughter Gigi's basketball team.
Mama's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Mama. It's a lot of fun. I mean, she's really driven, very competitive, and we have a group of kids that love the game. You know, they have an appetite to learn more And so I enjoy being around him.
Just slow it down, hit her, off you go.
Let's start with your relationship with Bill Russell. You cold called him.
I did.
Why?
Well, I wanted to learn. I think that the most important thing that we can do when you want to learn is to actually pick up the phone and ask. And so I picked up the phone and I reached out to Bill Russell, and that began a great relationship of mentorship. And he had a lot of great stories to share with me, not just things on the court, but off the court. Especially in that time when he was playing, those two things could not be separated.
The first person I called was Oprah. And I didn't understand the business at all, as you can imagine, but I loved writing, so I wanted to build a studio. So I called Oprah, and she was very gracious enough to spend about an hour and some change on the phone with me, walking me through every step of the way of how she built Harpo from day one. And I cannot thank her enough for that. She's a mentor, then a mentor now. And so when you have mentors like that in your life, everything tends to work itself out. You just continue to learn from the best of the best of the best.
What's the biggest challenge in coaching your own daughter?
Making sure she knows that I love her whether she plays well or plays like crap.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're my daughter before you're a basketball player. And it's important that she knows that that's how I feel. And those aren't words. You have to behave that way. You have to show her that. After a tough game, you get in the car and it's forgotten.
Do you miss playing basketball?
I guess so. Not enough to want to go out and play.
That chapter has been written. One of the best to play the game of basketball.
We've had so many great basketball players here that play for the Lakers, but none greater than Kobe Bryant.
Let me say this. Is there any question at all right now who the best guard in the game is? Anybody with sense should know Kobe's the man right now. Make absolutely no mistake about it. He is unstoppable. We're going to debate how he compares to other greats in history, but we're not debating his greatness anymore. He's the man right now, plain and simple.
The first time I was getting ready to face Jordan, I had a teammate. He goes to me and said, "Hey, you want some advice? Whatever you do, don't look him in the eye." Wait, excuse me? Why the hell would I not look him in the eye? I don't think my teammate understood that I'm that too.
Michael to the red line, all the way to the hoop for the dunk.
Can't look me in the eye either, buddy.
Sorry, I don't have a lot to say. I just can't. I have to go talk to a team before a game and tell them to play a game.
Kobe Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash. The NBA and the game of basketball will mourn this loss together. Please join us in a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Mamba.
Three, two, one. I had the power to turn back time. I would never use it. I don't think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, but you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its flavor, it loses its beauty. When things are final, moments won't ever come again.